guys, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great day. I am having a fabulous day as always. It is kitchen talk time with Granna, but before we hop into the TT, I wanted to go ahead and send out a birthday wishes to my brother. May he rest in peace. Today is my big bro birthday, Henry Sugarman Watkins. He would have been 64 today, so I definitely want to send out birthday wishes to him in heaven, and may he continually to rest in peace. Also, later on in the week, my sister-in-law, Michelle Wilson Dennis' birthday is coming in a few days, and I wanted to also send her continually rest in peace and a happy beloved birthday. Okay, so happy birthday to Sugarman and happy birthday to Michelle. May they both continually to rest in peace. Okay, guys. All right, let's go ahead and hop into this reality weekend. Oh my God, it was so much going on this weekend. It had my head spinning. I'm telling y'all, had my head spinning. So y'all gonna have to just kind of bear with me on these realities updates and my opinion on them. Okay, I actually thought that Love and Marriage, this, the last weekend that I'm about to talk to you guys about, I actually thought that was going to be the finale, but it was not the finale. So Love and Marriage Huntsville kicked it off with Kimmy having her pink party, Valentine's party. She planned for all the ladies to get together and show love. But of course, it did not go down that way. No, it was definitely not a lot of love shown at the pink party, okay? Let's see. Of course, she had all the ladies there. All the ladies. Tiffany was the first one to arrive, and I would say at the pink party, Tiffany was pretty laid back. She didn't really get into any of it with anybody. Miss Letitia walks in with her sneakers on. When you walk in with a place like that with sneakers on, that's an indication that something gonna go to the left. She said it wasn't intended like that, but yeah, okay. She came semi-prepared, I guess, for battle or whatever she thought was gonna go down with her, and mostly with her and Mel, okay? So then, of course, Destiny shows up, Stormy and Mel shows up, and, Kimmy tried to lay out the rules and what to be said and what not to be said, but all that just went out the window. They wasn't paying no attention to what Kimmy was outlining, what she was saying, okay? So, Kimmy, first of all, I don't know why the hell she thought this was going to be a good idea. What made her think these ladies was going to get along, I don't know. With all this drama that's been going on in social media, especially with the Mel and Destiny, I don't know how she thought it was going to go any different. And then the same thing with Letitia, because all Letitia ever say or got to say about Mel is always about Mel trying to break their marriage up and all this kind of stuff. So, of course, they start the conversation. It starts off with Letitia and Melody, and Letitia trying to say what Kiki had brought to her and all this. So Mel had to bring out the receipts on that. She had to call Kiki up about that. And then when she did, Letitia kind of like, her mouth kind of dropped, And then it went on from Letitia and Mel to Mel and Destiny. It's like they was coming at, like Mel was the main person that they was trying to come at, okay? And, the thing with Destiny, same thing, talking about she was basically, Melanie was not a good friend and all this kind of stuff, and Melanie had to kind of bring out receipts for that. The only part I didn't really agree with was when Stormy interjected with the conversation with Mel and Destiny, because I know Mel can handle her business. She didn't, she didn't really need Stormy to interject on anything. But I guess Stormy felt like they was teaming up on on Mel, Destiny, and Letitia, so she had to step in a little bit. I don't know, but it kind of seemed like to me that Melanie was handling the situation and she didn't need anybody to step in with her. So, you know, they went back and forward, same old thing with that, back and forward, back and forward. So, you know, that's what that was. So, you know, of course, the pink party did not go off as planned, okay? And Mel did end up calling Letitia the B word, because Letitia, what they edited out of the thing, Letitia was saying to Mel, well, your husband cheated on you for 3 years and you still ended up having a baby for her. What they got to do with anything? That was her husband. That was her husband, Letitia. So they was trying to work through some things. So yes, Melanie did end up having sugar mama. So what? That was out of love, because Melanie was still loving with her husband, and that's what happened, okay? So you, like Melanie was saying, you know, your husband out here on social media all the time and all this stuff coming up with him, but you still with him. So for whatever reason you stand with your spouse, then that's your reason for staying with them. Why you want to throw up in Melanie's face that she stayed with Martell, and they end up having another child together with all the stuff he had going on? It's the same difference than all the social media stuff that's going on out there. The only thing with Letitia's situation, she hasn't, I guess she could say she hasn't seen any proof that Marceau is cheating on her, even though everyone is in her ear telling her all this, and all this stuff is popping up on social media. She's saying she needs the proof. And that's what she kept saying to Mel. Where is the proof? Show me the proof. Show me the proof. Well, you could easily get the proof yourself if you just go on social media, you know, all this stuff. You know, it's like they say, everybody ain't lying. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on social media about Marceau. And I don't know, with all this stuff going on, there's probably a little bit of truth up in there somewhere. I don't know, because I don't know the man. So I don't know. But that's, you know, that's what that conversation was about, okay? And then, you know, it went on that Martell had met up with Tiffany and her husband, and right out of his mouth, he started dogging Melanie out, you know, and talking about Melanie, and they asked him about the book thing, and he said Melanie, you know, didn't communicate with him, and Tiffany telling him, well, hey, Melanie had a family emergency. She had death in the family and she had to go out of town for that. And he, she didn't tell me this, and blah, blah, blah. And then he ends up telling Tiffany, well, she's gonna do you the same way she did everybody else, because all you guys are to her are do girls. What the hell? Do girls. She have you long enough to do what she needs you to do, and then she kicks you to the curb. And he ought to know Tiffany is gonna go back and tell Melanie about that conversation, which is she should. She should definitely tell Melanie about it, because Martell is continually to try to bad talk her and make her look like this person that she's not. And I don't know any of these people personally, but from what I see with Mel, I feel like she's always being truthful, and she is doing what she needs to do, and she takes care of her kids, and she's, you know, taking care of her business and doing what she got to do. And I just think Martell is just, he's just still upset. He's just still holding these grudges against her for no reason at all. And he needs to move on with his life. Now, all this is pre-recorded. All this stuff happened prior, like February, January, December, and stuff like that. So maybe he got his stuff together by now. I don't know. But he needs to definitely move on and stop holding Mel, trying to hold Mel in fault for everything that has gone down in his life. Because from what we've seen since they've been on the show for the last couple of years, everything that has happened to Martell, he's done to himself, okay? But he's gonna, you know, he's talking to everybody that listen to him. He's got something bad to say about Mel, but Tiffany is definitely probably gonna go back and tell Mel about that conversation, because her and Mel's supposed to be going to Arkansas or Arizona or somewhere like that. I think it's Arizona, to find her father. So I'm sure during that trip to find her father, that her and Melanie is gonna talk, and she's gonna tell Melanie about what Marcel said, which is, it's only fair, you know. What else was going on? Marcel was supposed to have been training Wanda, and Wanda goes to Black to get with him, and he started telling her she need to wash some dishes and all this, and she trying to get up in his face about this stuff that's on social media, about him being at a hotel and trying to show him some picture about his back. Now that could have been anybody. That definitely was no proof. She got a picture that she done got off social media with some man's back at a hotel that somebody put on there, and she's trying to say that it's Marceau. I don't know if it is or isn't, but that's definitely no proof, because that could be anybody's back. Any man, anybody. you know, but she's getting frustrated with him because he's doing what he does. Marcel is doing what he does with Wanda. He's just screwing her around, and he's doing it because he knows it's going to piss her off. So, you know, she get pissed off, tell him she ain't washing no dishes, and she better not find out he was at the hotel and da. Wanda, sit your butt down somewhere and stay out of Marcel and Letitia's marriage. Stay your butt out of it. Get somewhere and sit down, man. Get a life. You say you got two mans and you got all this stuff going on. Why ain't you over there worried about what's going on with your two mans? Or worried about what's going on with your food truck? Sit down somewhere and stop trying to defend Letitia and run to all her battles. You can't do it. You got to let Letitia. And even when she tried to, Wanda tried to have the conversation with Letitia about all this stuff that's going on social media, and Letitia kind of went off on her. And she said, she don't care. She's tired of hearing about it. So let Letitia find out for herself what's going on with Marcel. Okay, Wanda? Sit down, okay? So that's what that was. Lord, it was a murder. It was a lot. It was a lot. And coming up on the next episode or so, Kimmy is going to be having a housewarming party for Jalen. And of course, everybody's going to be invited except for Martell, which he was pissed off about that. And Kimmy was trying to explain to him the reason why she didn't invite him, because Mel is going to be there. And she had already, told Mel if she do any events and invite the group, that if she come, then she wouldn't invite Martell. So he's pissed off about that and acting all crazy. Boy, go find you something else to do. It's just a housewarming party. If you want to see Jalen's house, you have the opportunity to go over there at any time and go give him a gift or whatever you want to do. You just want to be there to stir up some mess. Because with the people that's going to be there, there's some mess that's going to be they're going to try to stir up some mess towards Mel. And you want to be there to put your little 2 cents in. Sit down. Okay, go sit down over there somewhere. But yeah, that's what's going to be coming up on that. So it's just a lot of stuff going on with Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm thinking that the next episode coming up is going to be the finale. I don't know with the housewarming. We're going to see. It's going to get heated. So you guys just wait and see with that. Okay. Also, this past a week or so ago, Love and Marriage DC started. Okay, with Monique Sampson. That started. And on that show, let me see, I tried to write down the people on Love and Marriage DC. You're going to have Monique and her husband, Chris. You're going to have Ashley and her husband, Quick. And you're going to have Aaron and her husband, Jamie. I didn't really get into it and give them enough attention that I probably should have, because I was clipping off to something else. But it seemed like it's going to be okay. And of course, you guys know Monique is going to bring it, because Monique has been on the Real Wife of Potomac. She was on there for a couple of seasons. So she knows all about the reality, what to bring, what not to bring, and all that. So I think it's going to get interesting. And once the finale from Love and Marriage Huntsville is done, then I will put all my attention on Love and Marriage DC. Okay. After that, Carlos King has his new show, Carlos King Nightcap. I think that's the name of it. But he has his show, and it's kind of like the Andy Cohen show, where they talk to the housewives and all this kind of stuff. Because Carlos King is the creator of Love and Marriage Huntsville and now DC. So along with Melanie bringing that idea to him, and he acknowledged Melanie doing his show, that because of Melanie, she has started this franchise of Love and Marriage. Okay, he gave her credit for that, her and her only. He didn't give any of the cast members any credit for creating Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I guess it's only fair, because it seemed like Melanie was the one that was created. She was the one that took out this time to go and meet with him. And they started off talking about a renovation show with building houses and renovating houses and all that. And it went from there to Love and Marriage Huntsville, because all the stuff that was popping up that was going on with her and Martell. So yes, I say she would be the creator, a part of the creator of Love and Marriage franchise. Okay, they're probably going to move that franchise to Atlanta and to Miami and all these other different places. Kudos to Carlos King for doing that, and Melanie. Okay, but he had Melanie on there and he had Monique on there. So they had a conversation, they were just having different conversation and everything. Now Melanie did drop a little dime when he was asking her something about her and Destiny, she was saying that she has given Destiny thousands of dollars to help Destiny out because at one point Destiny had an overdue payment to the Huntsville utility, to the utility place, and she just dropped a few thousand to her without her asking. She said that Destiny did not ask her, but she saw this notice on Destiny's door when she went over there to see her. So she dropped it into her PayPal. Whether it's true, not true, or whatever, but I'm leaning more towards believing Melanie on that, because why would she say that if she didn't do it, knowing it's going to be all over the place? And she was on national TV when she said that. So, you know, we're going to have to wait and see, because that's probably going to be brought up too. I'm sure Destiny going to say so, that Melanie did not do that for her, but why would you put a lie like that out there knowing that you got to have your paper trail, you got to have your proof behind it, you got to have receipts. So I'm sure Melanie has her receipts for that also. You know, seems like everything that Melanie puts out there, she brings her receipts with it, and she keeps her receipts. So we're going to wait and see what happened with that conversation. And she also dropped a little dime about Miss Wanda's man, well, I guess it's Tisha Daddy, trying to slide into her DM. I don't know why he would be sliding into Melanie DM as old as he is, but hey, it is what it is. So we're going to find out about all that. All that I'm sure is going to continue to come out and everything, okay? So that's a little bit that went on. I know I went over a little bit today, but that's a little something that has went on between the Love and Marriage Huntsville, Love and Marriage DC, and Carlos King new show, okay? Next time I'll talk to you guys about the Housewives of Atlanta, which also started last week. So I'm going to bring that to you next time. Okay. All right, guys, I'm about to get up out of here. I've been going real fast this time because I was trying to get everything in there. Okay. But I'm about to get out of here. I hope you guys have a great day. Be kind to everybody you come in contact with. And I'm going to check you guys out next time around.